Hello to everyone, this is Joanna, and tonight I just want to share with you two small purchases that I made from Bath & Body Works and one from Sephora. And I kind of got a little bit of trickery going on here. I don't understand what it is. My total purchase before tax should have been for $19.60, and I'll explain to you why I come up with that. But my total for everything that I got tonight was $10.27. So I'm starting to wonder what kind of spookery or I don't know what to call it, Bath & Body Works is having with me, because this has been like the third time I think that I've gotten a better deal. At first I didn't know if I was cheated or got a deal. And I don't mean cheated for real. I'm being funny here. But you know, there was that time I got all those soaps and the manager gave me credit for two, and I went back to undo that and I ended up with more credits. Well, tonight they had this cute little band, and I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see this. This is called For the Perfect Wash, and it is a spa headband, and it's just it's almost like them cute little headbands that come in the makeup kits, the big bow. This is little kitten ears with a little kitten nose, and I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm trying to hold it so that you can. This was $10.50. Okay. Then I purchased 6 of the Halloween pocket bags, as well as 2 of the others. Now, you know that these pocket bags come 5 for $6, so that is a total of $16.50. And where I'm getting the 19 from, I think, is these are $1.75, but anytime you get more than 5, they're $1.20 a piece. So anyway, these are 5 for $6, so that's $16.50. These become $1.20 instead of $1.75, so that's the other $3.60, which gives me my $10, $16, $19.60, plus the 50 cents that's on the tail end of that headband for what, 2010, something like that. I don't know. But my receipt doesn't even say that because I got confused. So I'll show you the pocket bags that I got, and then I'll tell you the little conversation that me and the cash register lady had. I got repeats on the Halloween ones. Candy corn. I now know it's not Candylicious corn. And Ghoul Friend. And I didn't get the vampire soap while I was in there today either, but I did upload some pictures of some cute Halloween pocket bags, and they're putting this one in the little vampire one. This is Vampire Blood and Creep It Real, which is caramel apple. And then I got another Perfect Pumpkin and a Werewolf Tears. Now, these 6 pocket bags and this headband, other than tonight's conversation on them with me and you guys, I'm going to be talking about these more probably in early September. And when I get my new phone, that'll be a new... Yeah, I have to get a new phone because this phone kicks rocks. But I will upload a video called The Revisit on that phone. So that'll be my first video on that phone, provided I know what to do with it when I get it. But I will talk about these later. But what I did do also was I saw this pumpkin coconut. And so they have new handbags. They have new pocket bags. I'm so excited. They have new pocket bags out. They got another llama one. If you love Sorry I'm Latte, I think what Patty said was they have one that has that same scent, but I'm not sure. She explained a little bit to me because I was on my way out the door. She saw me, she stopped me, and I was talking to her about their Bath & Body Works crepe, which is what I'm going back to get. I was going back this week. She told me to wait till Monday because Sunday night they're putting out their floor set. So everybody who's been waiting for Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, that's coming. The new fragrances are coming. And yes, there is a brand new Marshmallow Latte pocket bag, whichever one goes with the candle. She showed me that one. It's got a different name, but she showed me that one because I told her the giveaway that I just had, I included a pocket back in that, but I included the blue one from last year because I was wondering if they were coming back. So if you are waiting for the, let me see if I say that right, Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte pocket bag to come back, it's coming back. There's another one with the llama name, the way that it was spelt during Christmas. She showed me about 5 of them. So I'm going back Monday. I was going to go back this week. The pocket bags are being put out now. So I will probably still go back like I plan to this week. But the rest of the stuff is coming out the 27th. So anyway, I got pumpkin coconut. And I thought about this. And I'm thinking I've already got pumpkin coconut. But it don't matter. Now, what the lady told me at the register, this was so funny. She says, well, did you get your coupon, your mailer? And I said, you mean email? She said, no. She said, you get a free $10 item. I'm like, okay. I said, no. I said, but it don't matter, you know. I said, y'all give me such good deals in here. She says, oh, well, don't worry. I'm going to take, you know, that off. Well, I want to show you again. You heard me say that I had about maybe less than $20 worth of product, give or take a dime or two. This right here is $10.50 by itself, okay? $10.50. I'm looking at it now to make sure I'm not seeing it backwards. $10.50. My total purchase, okay, for what did I have? 8 pocket bags and this band. My total purchase that I paid for this was $10, if you can see that, and 27 cents. And I'm like, she said, oh no, hun, there's been no mistake. She said, you go on now. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm looking at the receipt and I'm trying to figure it out. All of my pocket bags are listed as $175 with the $120. You know, they're listed as $120 that they took 55 cents off. But at the same time, they are 5 for $6, and then the other 3 would be $1.20. And all that I bought was that little band, and my total discount was $14.90. Which was odd because I would think that if my whole total was 20 something and then $14.90 came off of there, I would have owed 6 something. But it didn't really matter because in the end, I either got the band free or the pocket bags free, because $10.27 and I have a $10.50 item in this bag, and all those pocket bags would have been what, like maybe $8 anyway. It don't even matter because that's really decent. I mean, they do look out for me in there. So my other purchase, and I am so happy to say that we are getting the Huda foundation here. I don't know if I'll like it or not. I got a sample. But Sephora said that they weren't going to get it, yet they were carrying the primer, the face primer. And I said, well, that's awfully odd. The Penny Sephora where I live has it. I'm thinking that maybe Sephora had that contract with Fenty and they didn't want any competition, but everything you sell in your store is a competition with each other, and people were going to flock in there to get that foundation. So once I saw Shell Hendrick's video on this foundation, which was maybe months ago, I think she used the color gingerbread, and she didn't put it on her nose. She had natural freckles there, but the fact that she didn't even put it on her nose, that foundation still looked great on her. It looked so natural. And I made that comment. I said, you didn't even put this on your nose and it all just blends in. Shell Hendricks is someone I watch on here a whole lot. She is really great, and she does a lot of foundation try-ons and tryouts and things like that. And once I saw her with that Huda foundation, that's when I wanted it, but I was disappointed because we didn't get it here. They have in the Penny's Sephora, and I don't know if they do in your area because you guys might have got it first, because we do get things kind of slow here. They have the setting powder, which I didn't know they had, the foundations, the brush, and the primer. So I'm going to be getting those items from there. And the color that she tried on me was the cinnamon, but I did tell her that I do get a little bit darker in the summer, and that's why I don't really mess with foundations. I'm not someone to buy a summer and a winter shade and things like that. I generally buy foundation in the wintertime, and once I get a good foundation, I stick with that one. Here lately, I've been trying a lot of ones, but when Estee Lauder discontinued their Lucidity 5-6 transparency powder, and then when Clinique discontinued the shade Stay True Honey, just like with my brow pencil, when Prescriptives discontinued it, I've been at a loss for foundations and powders, and I'm on the hunt down. But once I find them, I like a powder and a foundation that work together as well as separately. But for the most part, I'm still looking for a new powder. But I'm anxious to try this. And for the 100-point perk, I went ahead and I'm going to try the Soft Focus Finish Primer from Too Faced. And I do know I want that Too Faced Fruity palette, and I was going in and out about the Rihanna palette. But then I remembered that palette that she put out that was supposed to be like a companion to other palettes. I think is how that one was advertised, that it would go good with other palettes. I'm thinking it might go good with hers, because for the most part I don't need it, and for the second part I just want it. So I might go ahead and get that, but I know I'm going to get the Fruity Tooty that raspberry palette, and I know I'm going to get those metallic lip shades, and that's about it on that. So what I actually purchased from the Penny Sephora was I went ahead and I got this mahogany bronzer. I have been looking at a lot of videos, and a lot of these bronzers to me are the same shade as me. Because I even sent a tweet out to Too Faced, if they ever see it, that he needs to think along the lines of bittersweet when it comes to the chocolate bronzers. Because most of those are like my skin tone. I can't even wear those things. But people were saying that this right here was surprising them. Was that they thought that it wasn't going to look good. And then it ended up looking good. So I think this is the darkest one for them. So I had to go ahead and get it. It was $28. Plus, I had some points off. And I also want to say, in case you don't know, and I won't touch on it too much because I don't know all the facts myself, but Sephora is changing their points. As you know, I think if you are, when you first go in there and you don't have any points at all, I think you get a VIB or something like that. Let me look and see for sure. I'll try to touch on this quickly, the little bit of information that I have. But anyway, you know that Ulta has the kind of points that you can redeem them for cash. Like, I think a lot of the things that I buy, I usually have anywhere from $35 to $50 there. And you can use that for anything in the store, even if it's a prestige item. But the way that Ulta is doing their points now, you get a point per dollar that you spend. And they have the Insider, they have the VIB, and they have the Rouge. And the Insider, like when you first go in there and you buy something, that's the card that you're going to get anyway. And then the VIB, once you hit 350 in a calendar year, your VIB, your points are 1.25 points for everything that you buy. So instead of getting 100 points when you spend $100, you'll get 100 points plus whatever that 2.5 is for that 100. And then for Rouge, you get 1.5 points. You also get to choose a gift of 250 points between the two, but you don't get to choose a gift for Insider. So I'm going to try to let you see this. Now, I do know they got a new tier at Ulta called Diamond, and I'm Diamond there, and I am Rouge at Sephora. And I never did do that on purpose. I'm just in that store a lot. And honestly, in today's world, if you're someone who, even if you just buy skincare, you know what I mean? That stuff is costly. You can pretty much hit Rouge without even trying to. I usually hit Rouge status anywhere from the 4th or 5th month of whatever year it is. And right now I'm Rouge all the way through to December of 2019. What I don't like for either store is that those points don't carry over. Once you hit that tier, everything that you purchase, I mean, your points are there. But say like you spend an extra $1,000 instead of $1,000 by the end of December, instead of $1,000 you spent $2,000. That extra $1,000 isn't going to roll over. And I think that some of it should. I think that they should say, you know, perhaps you have 500 points over. At least 100 of those should roll over into that next month. You lose everything. But it's still nice. Each one has their benefits. But Ulta actually really does have the better points. And a lot of the people that I've watched so far are saying this is a result of them trying to compete with Ulta. Now, if they really want to compete with Ulta, they can get a credit card and give me one. That'll be great because I have an Ulta charge. But right now we got this right here. And this is another reason or another way that it makes a difference. Rouge is 20%, I think, and it starts on the 24th. Whereas I think the rest of this for everyone else starts at different dates. I think the Insider starts 8/30. And then the Rouge starts 8/24, and the VIB also starts 8/30. But usually they have so much of something that you don't have to worry about them running out. But that was a little bit that I found, because what I wanted to know is what that 100 points was. And if you spend 2,000, I think 500, I think it's 2,500. If you've got that many points or whatever, you can redeem those for a $100 gift. So I don't know. And then there's, like, for your birthday, instead of a gift, you can get 250 extra points. I think that's it. I'm still researching that and learning about it myself. But I just wanted to share that little bit of stuff with you. And again, what I'm going to do in September, I'm going to go back to those pocket backs and that little headband and have a little revisit. And I can't wait for my new phone to come because this phone is kind of crappy. I mean, I didn't have problems with it until I dropped it and broke it, and I told you guys about some of that. What I do have is a Samsung Edge, 7 Edge. I also told you guys that I hate this phone because my Note 4 died. I really was in love with my Note 4. No problems. I could watch a video, put it in my pocket. I think because of the edges of this phone and the touch, if I'm looking at something and I accidentally touch it somewhere, it does a bunch of weird stuff. And I think my overall problem with this phone was the fact that I didn't choose it myself. Every other phone I chose when my Note 4 died, this one and the 7 Edge were the newest phones. And of course, the store told me that I had those two to choose from. I couldn't even choose from anything else. And I felt as if I was made to get this phone. Now, I didn't realize this right away. It was something that I thought of that maybe subconsciously. Because why else would I keep hollering I hate my phone? I mean, I never hollered that I hated any other phone that I've ever had. And the only difference was each phone that I've ever had, I chose it myself. I didn't get it because something happened with my phone and I was given option A and option B only. So that was it. I just wanted to say, and again, if anybody saw the video that I put out for that nail look, I plan to put out more videos. I just was trying to figure out how to get that thing to upload from my phone. And it didn't really work all the way because something about the memory in this phone, it cut it off. I think the video was only 15 minutes long anyway. But I did like the fact that you could see it, you know, from down here. And I like the fact that you could see the nail look clearly. I just don't like that I couldn't show you the polished name, you know. Like, whenever I did like this, you couldn't really see that. But I do like, and you know what, guys? That all came from that tripod. Like, if you remember me saying that I wanted the tabletop tripod and I was going to save for one of those nice ones with the bar that points down, turns out that tripod did everything. And like I said, like I mentioned before, I got the tripod and then I found someone that did a video on it. And then I learned what all it did. So that was it. Until the next time, everyone have a great day. And if you haven't been to Instagram, go on over there because I got a little giveaway going on over there. It's my first one. Only 2 people have entered, so the odds aren't going to be that big. But it's for a stamping plate. And it's for a Pisces plate. And eventually I'm going to take a picture of that and put that up there. It's a very beautiful plate. And I think the 2 that have entered, they know what that plate is. It's very beautiful. But anyway, until the next time, everyone have a great day. And I will definitely be seeing you guys come Monday, if not sooner.